Dire team ban. Vici Gaming's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Vici
remaining.
Gaming's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Vici Gaming's turn to
Mirana.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Mars!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Vici Gaming's turn to pick.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Fellow Shaman.
Ten seconds remaining.
Vici Gaming's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Vici Gaming's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Vici Gaming's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Vici Gaming's turn to pick.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Elder Titan.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Vici Gaming's turn to pick.
Void Incarnate.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Shadow Fiend.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Templar Assassin.
Vici Gaming's turn to ban.
Seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Vici Gaming's turn to ban.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Vici Gaming's turn to pick.
Warlord.
Choose your hero. Prepare for battle.
You want to go first?
No.
掉魂在等着
I don't know. The winds were blowing, snow was snowing, and I'm thinking Vici, they've got this one.
VG got this one.
Yeah.
I think they have a better draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. VG definitely has like a little bit of a better draft, I think. But Elephant, no. If they can get their pieces working, they can definitely work out for them too. But I'm gonna go VG. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Ready to go for this one?
Ready to
Big
go
series.
for this one, of course. They're one of the biggest series we have here.
Yeah.
I think if VG can secure this game, they're already in the top 4 at least, which is a major spot. I don't think many teams get to 5 wins after.
Yeah, they'd be 5-1.
30
Elephant would
seconds.
be
Yeah.
3-3, I
3-3.
believe. So it could only be 4-3. So whoever has 5 after this is secured at least a wild card.
Yeah, it could really shake things up, especially with the series coming down next week. LGD play Vici. There's a mix-up with Aster and IG that could be pretty big. Like, there are a lot of series. We could have tiebreakers in a couple different spots, potentially.
Yeah.
It really just comes
The
to
battle begins.
how these all end up playing out.
Talking purely about draft, the TA has a pretty easy lane against SF. It's a very hard lane for SF, and he can definitely pop him off. Like this Razor is very good against Troll, of course, but if the TA really snowballs, she can like 2-hit almost every on the Radiant side the longest time.
Now, one of the things is like you see TA or he plays that hero a lot. Does that help him in playing against it when it's not a favorable matchup?
It does. Like if you're a specialist on a hero, you definitely know how to play against it. Probably you know how to like avoid the sidebait hits and everything, you know. So Ori is definitely gonna be, one of the guys who might potentially be a TA as a
Yeah.
for himself.
He plays this hero seemingly all the time.
I see him a lot on pubs.
Yeah.
He loves it.
So far, I've seen a lot of his best performances. That like Storm coming out, but Somnus is on the TA now. We've talked about how TA is just one of those heroes. You have a good lane, back up into the jungle. Actually, you've been given a couple of stacks to work with. You snowball out of control, get that blink, Deso, and from there, if the other team's not ready, things can spiral pretty quickly.
But I'm really worried about
Radiant's
this Void
courier
Spirit here.
has been
Living
killed.
against Razor as a melee hero, absolutely terrifying. You can see me 1 CS, already lost more than 50% of his health. How hard to lane as a Void Spirit. And if you don't have a good lane as Void Spirit, you're not gonna have any impact at all, really. I think most of it will come down to this TA.
Really needs to be a good lane for the Void Spirit. I'm
not gonna
like
happen.
you, just thinking, how is this going to happen? How gonna go about this? We've heard about the dead gang strat before, though. Maybe that makes an appearance. But first blood coming for Ori over Somnus. We talked about it. How you so much you might be able to get it in an unfavorable matchup, and right now that first blood's certainly going to push that factor way up.
Yeah, and that's the Ori I want to see again. Somnus as well, because one of
Dire's
the best
middle
hits
tower
in
is
China.
under attack.
Yeah.
But Ori, when he's at his top, he might just be the best. And we've kind of been, that's what I've been lacking, like VG, it was very inconsistent at the beginning. The deeper we get into the season, the stronger he seems to be getting.
Because usually you see like Ori lead the
Dire's
momentum,
courier
lead
has
the
been
charge
killed.
for Vici, and that hasn't been something we've really seen or felt, even though they are 4-1. Like, I don't want to take away from the fact that they are towards the top. They've only had one loss. But,
One more raid? Oh my god, again!
Wow! So Ori with back-to-back kills on Somnus, that's going to be huge, because now you're getting a massive advantage. He TP'd into lane.
That's the walk of shame right
Yeah.
there. The walk of shame in the mid lane is really one that can decide games sometimes.
Dire's structures
He is-
are fortified.
Over 700 gold behind.
Yeah, I want to see what direction Ori goes with this champion too. Like, what kind of build are we going to see? I know a lot of people in pubs have been doing like that. Duels, Arcane, Blink, combo.
I miss another 2 waves in the tower now.
Dire's
This
middle
is
tower
really
is under attack.
rough. And this damage coming out onto the tower. Maybe if this tier 1 goes down quick, like that could be a big issue. Red Panda getting run down up to the top lane. But won't end up dying. PYW's been really impressive as well. his support play from Vici has been probably
Not
some of the
really.
best in the region.
Yeah, really, really good.
Bits and Eurus will need an Ether Shock, but PYW not working with a lot of mana. Doesn't have Shackles, only level 2, so he's got an Ether Shock and the effects.
A bottle refill for the set. Why not? Like, he's having such a good game already, just make it even better.
Yeah. And here, you know, Erica shouldn't be pressured too much.
Not
Should
at
be
all.
safe with the time away from the support. So it's him alone. The creep tower, creep's coming under the tower, but it should be fine for him.
Only way he dies is if he eats it, which should not happen. Razor is a pretty speedy hero with good.
And it's already looking good. You've got Shadow Fiend at the top by a big margin. It's about 1,000 gold. It is TA. TA just got Bottle Boots still queued up, and Ori's already got that. He pops a double damage, and Samus being pushed off the tower once again. So damage going to come out on the tower. The range creep gets denied once more. He's level 6. Like, Shadow Fiend, this is a complete contrast to when we saw X play Shadow Fiend a couple days ago.
Yeah. He is absolutely crushing it. X was the one getting killed a lot. This time, Ori really doing the killing. He's still not even level 5 on it. Just reached it. SF all over 7 at this point.
Yeah. The experience difference, definitely feeling great. We'll see what Ori wants to go for in terms of not only items, but how he wants to approach this like early part of the game, because we're only 5 minutes in, and he's about to be level 7. Does he move around? Does he try to get something done, or is he going to sit here and just make it his and continue to farm?
SF is a hero that can really easily just go back to the jungle, get ahead of all the enemy cores, especially if you're winning your lane like this.
Right.
So I expect him to just be 1-2 items ahead of all the enemy cores at pretty much all points in this game. We'll have to see what he's going for, though. Some people, as you said, go for Yules. Other people love to just go for this BKB right-click build. There's a lot of options. So, very viable. Bottom one.
Invisibility.
Why
here?
Snatching it. Yep.
You know, you don't get that bottle refill, unfortunately for Ori.
Yeah, not level. Yeah, also Erica almost at the 7.
Spear hits it. They might have an opportunity to get a kill on Eurus. Instead, they'll turn their attention on Red Panda. It's a rotation over from Ori to get this kill. Not really. You know, he does a little bit of damage with the raise. Comes in. Maybe they want to pressure the tower, make Eurus' game a little bit tougher. We'll see how long they stay up here and what they want to do with its rotation.
But it does give a little bit of breathing room to the TA, of course. Something he desperately needs now. It's just tough. If you have a dual core like Troll, both of them are not having like the best lanes, can really transition into a very passive mid game where you can't make any moves happen. And Vici, it's going to be in the drivers pretty much the entire game.
Yeah.
With how this early game is shaping up to be.
So we've talked about Ori a lot. Obviously, he's ahead. What do you need to do here for Elephant to kind of bring this back? Like, obviously, T is going to go to the jungle, continue to farm. Wang dissimulates, trying to get away, and he's got enough distance where Erica can't dive to tier 1 power, but back over mid, Red Panda's gone to Ori. So Ori getting more kills and continuing to jump up the network. Sitting at just about 4K. Somnus and FY are trying to get a kill on a DY. He's giving his life over to Somnus, which is a kill that, you know, when you shut Somnus as much as you have, you really don't want to be given back like that.
Yeah, a little bit aggressive there, but they could at least get the balance in turn. Not too connect with that. And getting back to your question, the only guy that can make moves is the Void Spirit. He's TPing middle now, trying to kill that SF. He's not even level 6 yet.
Yeah, he doesn't have the after step to make the jump and may not need it. They've got them. The shackles on a side, but that's stopped with the Aether Remnant. The PYW, they look over at Ori. Ori had such a big advantage with the ball to Yang. And DY isn't a bit far. They do have themselves the arena if they want to use it, but 4 heroes showed up on the side of Elephant, so DY will run. Aether Remnant doesn't land. The Starstorm not doing enough damage. Elephant won't get the kill on DY, but they will get that SF and slow him down.
That's a rotation here from the Void Spirit. He wasn't level 6 initially, but they got the first kill.
Hex
Got a second
on the
coming
Yang.
in.
Now the framing comes out. They
Arena
don't have a way to
spears
stop
is
the shackle unless they land that arrow, which they do. They've got the arena as well as the spear, but Yang is still okay. Dissimulate has that missile being thrown by Panda to him, so Yang not dying off that, and that is a lot of time spent by
Dire's
11
bottom tower
over
is
mid
under
getting
attack.
nothing done.
The Razor,
Radiant's
however, is still
middle
free
tower
farming,
is
and
under
he is
attack.
that hard counter both the TA as well as the Troll. He is going to be big thorn in the eyes, but TA caught up with the SF. Same net worth now.
Dire's
Big
bottom
back to work.
tower is under
There was a really
attack.
good rotation by the Void Spirit. Got level 6 off a kill, and used the SF. Top lane is
Sleep doesn't hit. Red Panda gets pushed thanks to the God's review, but now the Aether Remnant lands and Old 11 just giving up his life. And that's what's up across Ori. This is a problem now for the Shadow Fiend, but their turn. They've got Erica making the rotation, looking over at Eurus. She does not have that battle trance queued up yet. Well, queued up yet. He's probably going to die for this. Ends up going down under the 2-1 tower. They'll also grab FY with a raise from Ori. Like, have 2 kills there, and it looked like a fight that might go wrong for Vici, but at the end of the day, they come out a little bit ahead.
There's a lot of fighting going on right now, which gives TA a lot of space. He's going for a blink dagger, also recognizing the fact that their lineup is very passive, and you need to be able to follow up on some
Restore
quick build
the
initiation.
void within.
That's quite a bit. Going for the non-greedy path.
Radiant's
Top
bottom
with the
tower
TP.
is under attack.
Pride perspective. You know that these heroes are still here, and
Blessings.
it's going to be tough to get out.
He just wants to defend the tower as possible. He still has 2 leaps available, so the kill on him is not easy at all, but the rotation should need to be a
Is under
tower.
attack. Radiant structures
Burps all
are
over the place,
fortified.
and now finally they're preached in onto the tier 1 tower. Arrow to kill off the catapult.
Radiant's
Red Shadow
bottom
right
tower
after.
is under attack.
Looks like they're just going to be trading towers, which at this point actually
Dire's
is good for
top tower
Elephant,
is
but
under
they're
attack.
quite a bit behind. Trading towers is always a win
Radiant's
for you.
bottom tower. Dire's top
Right,
tower.
almost a
has
deny.
fallen.
Great, especially tower bot.
The Troll is just so far behind the Razor as well.
Radiant's middle tower
SF
is under attack.
over 1.4k network. Gonna be a big problem. Already playing into counter, and you're behind network, it always feels just double as bad, really. Only way to offset counter matchup is to be ahead of items, and it's not gonna happen in this game. Unless they take some really good team fights.
Do you like this Falcon Blade pickup by the Razor?
Falcon Blade Razor, huh? And a Yules as well. A little bit too much, perhaps. Like, I would go either Yules or Falcon Blade, but getting both might be a little bit too much investment.
Right.
So we'll have to see. We haven't really seen this hero too much, so I'm not entirely sure what the Razor...
They find Old 11, and well, Red Panda will tank them. Sam had spotted him for the moment, but they've got the Hex, and they have the damage. He's not even close to level 6, so he doesn't have that borrowed time.
So, freebie.
Interesting thing is, Omnis is level 11, and Shadow Fiend, Ori, who's ahead by 2 levels, is now a level behind.
Because of the ancient stacks, like, they give a lot of XP. And Ori has been playing a lot with his team, whereas Somnus has just been farming away quietly. He's got Shadow Blade.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
he just about has it too.
Leaf's very vulnerable, but of course, a surprise Shadow Blade can just net you a kill on a Troll for free, on a TA, you know, one of those really value kills. Gives a lot of attack speed, a lot of mobility, but overall it's just considered very risky. Doesn't give you any survivability. We have to see if it pays off or not. He'll have to get quite a lot of solo kills for this item to be worth it.
Right.
Which is possible. It's possible. Sure. Oh, SF has been really popular lately, so I don't know how well they're prepared for something like this.
Are you surprised as we've seen him taking advantage of the Yule's Arcane Blink style play?
The thing with Adonis, you are very fragile still, and it's a lot of investment.
Yeah.
It can't blink over 6, or if you need a BKB, you need Blink, you need use. That is like 50k net worth before you're really ready to fight. It's a huge
Time
investment.
into the game.
SF on Prowl here did not find anyone, unfortunately, so that tent number 1 botched. And they caught glimpse on the TA trap, so they should be aware of the Shadow Blade now. think he can get anything done. Smoke to the bot lane.
Are fortified.
Yeah, they're smoking up bottom. They might be able to find Ori.
They have no
The rest of the
sentries
team
now.
is
Radiant
mid.
structures are
They're
fortified.
reveal.
Ooh, they
Dire's
moved over to the
middle
side, but
tower is
Ori's
under
walking
attack.
right into them. Astro step. Ooh, a short one from Yang on the second
Dire's
extra
middle
step.
tower
It
has
really doesn't
fallen.
matter. No dust, no sentry. They were not prepared for this shadow blade at all. I guess saved his life the first time.
Set some value up there.
Would have loved to kill someone with it, but that's perfect. Top and set up on the troll. Should be very aware of it. No, go back.
Oh, arrow hits Erica, but they're not following that up.
Razor is pretty damn tanky right now. The Yules, if you get this static link on top of someone and then the Yules after, you can really turn around fights.
Might spot yours. This doesn't have a lot of time left on this Shadow Blade.
Let's be really careful
God.
here.
It appears and Somnus and yours are here looking for the Requiem. That comes down, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. It just steers them away. So defensive zoning Requiem is the first one.
Dust on Miranda.
That's going to be on cooldown for 2 minutes, and you can see FY trying to position to find the right arrow, but it ends up splitting the seams between Ori and PYW.
He's able to take down a pattern.
Yeah, so he has borrowed time, shackled up, and allowed him to pick
Mine is truly a
It's not big deal. Yeah, and the curry.
Roll. Lane on the Razor. Razor just dead.
Erica just getting destroyed here, and he's top of the net worth. They've got 3 heroes, enough to take him out, while the rest of the team is up towards top.
Beyond
Where
the
they land
TA, though.
Spirit and Somnus can't survive. Yang's making the rotation back towards top. He doesn't have an Astro Step, a couple of seconds. They have the Hex, they look for the sleep. It's gonna land, and they've got the arena as well as the spear. First one was gonna hit on the Yang, so not only did they get a kill on Somnus, it looks like Yang might die. Dissimulate at some distance to him side of Vici, but it doesn't look quick enough. Serpent Ward's in the middle of the fight. Yang, they look over at Panda and make it a third.
No leap.
Is also here. He doesn't have a leap, so 4 heroes die coming to defend Somnus.
All on the back of either committing a very big mistake bottom, dying for free, and then they triple in top lane one by one. Somnus could have easily blinked out. He was trying to bait them in. Yang TP'd in,
Dire's
and they
top
both just
tower
die
is
all
under
by themselves. You
attack.
can see it here again. He could have easily blinked away after this. There's no need to fight the bars at all. You can just walk away and live a happy life. But he wants to fight back. He wants to bait him in. He does so successfully, but he does not expect a quick follow-up from the Vici here.
Yeah, and they didn't stack any of their lockdown. They hit the Hex. They go for the sleep. They've got the arena into the spear. Like, he just did enough to kill off Somnus, and his cockiness, I would say.
Over aggressiveness is be nice about it.
Yeah.
But that was definitely, would have been really good for Elephant. They just killed the Razor for free, but instead they lost 4 of the heroes.
Gave a big
Certainly.
It definitely feels very over to be like, I'm gonna get bait. And you get
Control arenas here. This.
ooh, old 11 missing steer, and that completely makes this fight not happen.
Even if it hit, Banner's right next to him, he's gonna shield him. It was never something that was gonna work. And realized it right away and back off. So for sure, some cooldowns wasted, but at least they didn't lose anything.
Probably even better that he missed the spear, otherwise they would
Might
have
have gone
jumped in.
Yeah.
A few times.
White Spirit's same net worth as Shadow Shaman. And that's what I was scared of. He's literally just a support at this point. Troll's playing into a counter,
Yeah.
and SF is getting... He noticed game down a lot by trying to find solo kills with the Shadow Blade, which is why I said the item is very risky. And at least he didn't die yet.
Yeah.
Keep the end. He's still very vulnerable. Yeah,
Run them down.
but very soon. If he gets to top of
Radiant's
SF,
middle
can die
tower is
fast.
under attack.
Go back to the Void Spirit. Like, yeah, he's underfarmed, but this axe certainly will make a big deal.
It will, if you get timely, but if he dies once or twice more, you'll have 2 BKBs under 30, and then this act on Void Spirit won't be doing too much anymore. But
Yeah,
if you can get it up in like 2 or 3 minutes, then make a very big difference.
Each passing minute, it feels like the effective minutes will drop off. But if you get it quickly enough, and all of a sudden you're slowing down BKBs, you get kills on the SF, See if that works out. They've used the Moonlight Shadow and smoke with it. They're going to go into Roche.
So they should be aware of this Radiant, though. They're pushing out the lane. I think they're giving this up. I feel like the input is not strong on the Dire side. It's just fun.
That was
How do you know, but it's great.
a big one.
Dire's bottom tower
Like when
has
Roche
fallen.
was 1,000 health, they're like, oh, okay, shot. But of course, way too slow against the
Dire's
lineup will
bottom
fall as
tower
well.
is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Troll, 50 away from BKB, just picked it up. And they're ready to fight now. Catching Void here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And there's
Radiant
double Astro Step.
structures
That
are
second
fortified.
Astro Step has always been short.
I think he's panicking the first one sometimes. Yeah.
And then it's just like the long one.
Dire's middle tower
You see that sometimes with
is
Storm
under attack.
Spirits, there's like
Radiant's
100
top
range
tower
because
has fallen.
they click really fast.
Yeah.
They're good reflex, but they panic a little bit, you know.
Panda
Radiant's top tower is
on
under
the high
attack.
ground, Song is nearby. All of him walks up the steps. They put that trap, but now he's pulled up in the air, into the air. Got shot down on fuel 11, but steps going fast. They're just lead red hands to drop. And all that happening, Yang, he's dead by himself before he uses that Requiem to get the kill. Gets spotted for a second, but they just don't have the damage to kill Shadowfiend. So that Shadow Blade finally gets them a kill.
And close down. Time we spoke about is very crucial. 500 gold away from
Yeah.
the BKB ready on the Aster before that act comes from.
Yeah. Unfortunate timing for Yang.
Raising the pick, Helber going to above play. Much rather see
Yields it.
yeah.
KB's been go to the transfers go for Erica. Now he goes again, and he's got that stag.
No damage.
Trying to run from this, and he's made enough space.
Actually lived, yeah. And with an apple that his helmet, he has so much health, 2.5k.
Wow.
Could not chew through it. The wide on trouble, getting slowed up by the opponent.
Yeah, the trap pops, and it looks like his life might pop. He might use a Link Dagger, comes with a shackle, they get a cut FY, and they turn this on Red Panda. Or time is popped, not gonna matter. 113 damage going the way of Razor, and he just blew up Red Panda with the help of his team.
There we see why Razor is such a hard counter to troll. Like, he got arrowed,
Radiant's middle
got the
tower
link
is
off,
under
healed
attack.
himself, suddenly troll dealt 0 damage. He had like minus 50. It has been historically such a tough matchup to play into.
So he's going to be on Summoners. Is the shard after that worth it? I feel like that shard's so
The
good.
shot is really good on TA. I don't think I've seen too many people pick up, but the ones that I have seen pick up, they've been doing a lot of work.
I think you get that axe, these silences
Especially
throughout
the
fight.
backlines.
Yeah,
That's really good.
because not only can you
100%.
pop it on, say,
Dire's top
if
tower is under
Shadow
attack.
Shaman walks over it, you could also silence him, stop his blink. Blink and Hex, Serpent Wards down, they've got the shackle, it's all around FY.
Called out again.
Easy kill on the Marana.
Shadow Shaman is huge. 6k net worth. He's having a super good game.
Dire's
Link,
top tower
they get
is under
other
attack.
links.
Dire's top tower has
Smoking from behind is going to be 4v5 fight. They do have to really have everything available. They need to be careful. They take this wrongly, but just still GG for them.
Yeah, that's good. Put them down by about 10k, and rightfully so they back off.
That was never going to be a fight that works. As I said with BKB Mars, with the duels, the health, his name as well.
I'm not sure that's a fight you want to take. 5v5. Now we're going to find the Red Panda once more. Arrow flies in but doesn't land. And the Red Panda gets this easy kill. But they find Somnus. And Requiem placed down. That's going to on the Yang. He's now been hexed up and killed. Get a quick kill onto the voice. The rest of the Spirit on the air is pushed out of the arena with BKB fighters going after the side of Vici. He just does not have the damage. He's still back transferring with BKB running out. Now they've got the Moonlight Shadow, but it doesn't look like they're going to get out of vision as they've been ducted. and they kill off Somnus. They've got 5 heroes ready to go.
Blink.
Twitter on top of him. They hit the arrow, blink away. He's been disarmed. Will survive for the second round.
This is the problem when you have 2 physical cores. People have a halberd now, and they're just not going to be able to hit anyone. This is why this troll TA combination is not very successful historically. They both just do the same thing. Like
Right.
they don't take care of each other's weaknesses, which is usually what a draft wants to do. Razor, SF, perfect example. SF has a ton of magic damage, and Razor does all the physical work. It's getting increasingly tough. They build armor items on Radiant. It's gonna be so hard to kill any of them. You're gonna have a Shivas eventually, AC eventually. At that point,
Body being built for Shadow Fiend.
wow, just think up. That's all they have to do, really. Void Spirit, 0 damage. Agnes ultimate, 25. Nothing. Same with Mirana. Same with the Baton. There's just no damage. Only 2 damages they have, purely physical. And they already have 2 halberds against that, and the Razor who will drain one of them.
In a big struggle here, down 7k. It's 7k, but it feels like so much more.
Yeah, it's because they already counted, you know? In counter matchup, 7k might as well be like a 13 or 14k.
Red Panda again doesn't land, doesn't find a home.
Is old available as well. Yeah. Requiem as well as a K rune.
And Red Panda is 4 levels behind.
It's so hard as a band. Like he's 0 and 2 is the sacrificial land like every fight.
Yeah.
It's just have no catch other than this Mirana ult. It's so hard to get anything going. You know, like you might bait well with the Abaddon, but you just can't get any fight started.
There's no lockdown, there's no way to survive in these fights at the moment.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And it's really careful here. One quick initiation from the Shaman can scroll Doom again. Losing that. What's that? Remnant.
Do they have anything more? Silent out Shadow Blade. His Moonlight Shadow is drowning them.
Every gem on the Mars. Really careful to initiate here. They might not be aware of.
Be careful. They're gonna just spot them. They've got Serpent Wards, they'll see the activity towers.
Radiant structures are
Retaliation for
fortified.
Elephant just feels like it won't work whatever they do at the moment.
They have a BKB on TA though. So at least they have better ways of getting back now, but they have to be very cautious about it. Raise section pulled in.
Yeah, Aether and Lessons on the Razor that go to the back line. Red hand, but I don't think that's going to work. And the read as well as fear that lands up. Sonnet Requiem comes in with the BKB being popped by both the TA as well as this troll. Is trying to get a kill here on Erica, potentially up and he's in so much trouble. The Shackles got in. Pierce is gone. Hold on to the shared bounty, but Erica follows suit. Somnus is the kill there, but it's not going to much. And then they pick the Hex. They've got the kill. Got Somnus, and the rest cannot fight without those 2. It is going to be a tough exchange. They'll go after DY. They'll at least get the Elder Titan. Now the Shackle comes in and an FY. Nowhere to stop UIW. The Hex to follow it up. And Red Panda's gone too.
FY put back.
Yeah, Yank's staying here.
They can't go in here. They can't go. They need to run. Put a gem pickup. Okay, so Red Panda dropped them. He stole from Mars.
Yeah.
They run ball back to pick it back up again. Probably worth it at this point, to be honest, to pick up the gem. Because a lot of your plays will have to come from Moonlight Shadow. So them stealing their gem away is a very big deal. They lose the Razor, at least. Going his item progression down. SF, however, a big winner of this team fight. Very close to Skadi now. One takes online, really difficult. You see a team fight again.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The jump in immediately, but the U-Balls.
The arena spear on TA was so important here. Force Troll into an early BKB. Razor just links him up. He has to run after the Razor. And both TA and Troll are just in such a bad position afterwards. They both have to commit to the Razor, but they just cannot kill him fast enough.
Yeah, and then your BKBs are down while SF's just standing there with his still going. There's nothing you can do, and you end up losing that fight. The Troll going in every time, Battle Trans, BKB, and it just doesn't feel like enough.
I like Troll's itemization though. He's going for all these items that deal damage even if you have negative damage. He's going for Bash that procs for 100, Maelstrom that procs for 150, and then he's going MB next. there's a very high chance to proc for 70 damage every hit.
Radiant's
So even if you're
middle
at
tower
minus,
is under
there's
attack.
still a chance to deal a lot of damage procs. And it's really the only way that you can play against this Razor. Good on him to recognize that.
Needs to really find a way to fight around these BKB.
Radiant's
Big
bottom
mistake
tower
by Eric.
is
I
under
think he's
attack.
going into the butterfly, not recognizing the fact that he is going to go MKB on the troll. He's countering himself in itemization already,
Dire
basically.
structures
He could
are fortified.
potentially, if he sees it, go back into an E-Blade. The decision needs to be made fast. Because once he's stuck with the butterfly, he's going to be happy about that.
Radiant's bottom
Like
tower
one
is
or
under
two
attack.
times throughout. However, I've been watching Dota. I've watched someone sell a butterfly, seeing an MKB immediately finish off.
He doesn't only have MKB, he also has a Maelstrom, Basher, that both have True Strength. But it's not the greatest butterfly.
Roach up in 12. This time Vici, they're here. Don't want to give it up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are
This
scanning.
is outfit. Ooh, they're nowhere near. But they need to be careful about giving up this Aegis.
It fills me with nothingness.
They were able to swipe on before, but
Completed the butterfly control. So he's gonna have a strong timing with it with MKB up here. But if they lose one fight, this troll is going to have to the Razor. Would have much rather like Shiva's guard into the heart of him, you know, just tank up and be get counted if it's posted. You know? Run at the troll, no matter what, arrow on SF.
Yeah, nobody else is
anything
there.
though. The problem he has now is that the troll can actually post BKB.
Right.
Post MKB, sorry.
Right.
Because he doesn't have armor items and he's not itemizing them. We'll have to see how it goes. Could be potentially pretty risky. Initiation in Void Spirit, Shackle, Hex, and done. So easy to do with a Shadow Shaman. It's such a scary hero.
Yeah.
Like, you get caught anytime alone, you're done. You're just disabled for a good 8-9 seconds. And free level 20 talent. He's just finds out after 2 seconds.
So Razor, by the way, he went into the Halberd, and then
He already had the Aster and
yeah, so
inventory.
disassembled them, made the X and Y and the butterfly, but he left here with the Heaven's Halberd recipe.
Yeah, that's okay. You can sell that. You only lose 200 gold.
Yeah.
Not the biggest deal. I'm just a little bit afraid of MKB timing that might really destroy him.
Dire's bottom
It's just
tower
interesting to
has fallen.
see. It's just leftover.
They added that like a while back to the recipe, of course. Make it a little bit less attractive to disassemble.
Radiant's top tower
But
is
everybody
under
did it
attack.
every game.
We used to have God King who would go to S and Y, disassemble,
Dire's
build
middle
Halberd
tower
and
has
Manta.
fallen.
Started on his AM. He did it on
Radiant's
Terrorblade.
top tower is under
And he did it on
attack.
every hero. I love like to start a new meta, you know? And then it just becomes so popular that it needs to get nerfed.
Well, even before that, he was trying to start, when he trialed for newbie, he tried to start the Midas first item on Terrorblade.
It did not.
And he lost like 11 games in a row.
I'm not surprised.
It
A
was,
hero with 700 health buying Midas for a row.
he just like, oh man, those games were interesting.
They're smoked up here, but there's no hero from Dire to play. No one is gonna die. They're actually all 5 heroes sitting in base. Smoking up themselves.
But nowhere near where Vici are. On the map.
And it's a little bit of an anti-timing smoke. Okay, TA is just gonna farm out that MKB. Gonna have soon. And this Razor is gonna feel like paper, trust me. He's gonna die fast. No armor items, no BKB, pretty little health.
Right.
Zeph, Shadow Blading. Or
Just hiding in the trees.
Troll, 700 gold away from his MKB. TA completed hers.
Radiant's courier has been
Pieces are
killed.
coming together for Ellen.
Yeah, I don't think they're out of this one now. I thought maybe the pace picked up a little bit more by Vici. It felt more like they're out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got Yang. They have Serpent World committed for this, and hold up the kills here.
A little overkill with the ward committed, but very safe to sorry. Do end up up getting the kill.
But is it better safe than sorry if you're trying to put some tempo and some pressure on, and now you don't have Serpent Wards to try and push a little bit more?
It's a rough one. It's definitely an overcommitment here, but they could have potentially gotten the high ground with this. But Void Spirit has no.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He goes up into the air and borrowed time. Well, just by a pen.
He popped it, so he ruined his timing with the spear. Well done by him. You see that damage?
Wow, a lot of damage, but now it's
Panic.
slowed up.
Dire's middle
Yeah, he
barracks
has to
is
panic.
under attack.
He's not an easy kill.
No, not at all. They will get the great arrow just missing again.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Now that the MKBs finished.
Yeah, they do want to wait for Void Spirit though.
Dire's middle barracks
Or
has fallen.
the second line of Rex top is
Dire's top tower is under attack.
A little active control. Silence maybe potentially being massive.
Arrow?
Ice arrow hits onto the SF.
dying fast.
Strike in, the damage is huge, but can they get the kill on Overy? He's one shot, finally taking out the ages. Getting through Thomas Smith. Here's the missed score. Healing up Samus a little bit as they come into the drop as well as the battle cats used by Eurus going after SF. He's getting nobody runs out of the arena. They've got that X on a Eurus should be able to get the kill. Shot for Erica takes it out. Shackle it's onto the Morana. They kill off F1. Lose hold 11. Samus still trying to move in on this, but they just don't have their BKBs and they don't have the presence for the Troll or the Morana anymore to make a stand outside the base.
SF healed up in the jungle, now he's ready to push Hagorn again. They don't have Troll, they don't, no buybacks on them either. Could potentially just be a land wrecked because this TA alone cannot fight into the Razor as a combination. Shadow Shaman gets backed up as well, there's just no way. Might use a second side here, potentially even a third. Unlikely, but if they get like 1 or 2 kills to defend this, Elephant cannot lose any heroes here now.
Dire's top tower
Morana
is under
37
attack.
short of buyback, and that's why they're picking up these power brews and leaving one hero, leave the big maybe to get a buyback coming from Morana. Enough to get trolled this one. Now they've got another stage attack. That's on the Erica. Red Panda popping the borrowed time, but this is a set of rounds that should be conceded.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Razor, thank you. 3k out from himself, SF at 3.2k, and we said all the damage is physical. Pretty high armor heroes, 20, 22 respectively. Real tough to chew through all that health now.
Yeah.
Especially with Satanic online. 1 hit, 10 healing by half.
This troll is illusion. Lincoln. Curious feels so uncomfortable fighting into this that he wants a Lincoln now. It very depends on him far behind and now and got Aster, who does that borrowed time and hit the arrow and Requiem comes in and that will be on again. They should be able to kill the hold 11. They get the bashes, they get the damage, and they take out one. Red Panda.
A bit suicidal there. Invictus still locking them down. Troll had no BKB. If they were a little bit quicker on Vici, potentially kill them there. TA going to nullify neck. Purge, that's a Satanic.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of
Radiant's top
sense.
tower is under attack.
And only 900 gold away from it. So pretty close. Spell Prism.
That's items. See who to give it to. I'm gonna go for Void Spirit.
Trickster Cloak. That's another good one.
Do they have another gem on Radiant yet?
My way.
They do. So the Trickster Cloak not as efficient. That Invis is gonna be not a factor. against the gem.
Telescope. You want to be
It's really
snack
good for that
that
lineup.
up.
But that lineup is so good. For the Shaman, the Razor for the SF auto attacks, such a great item in this game. Timeless Relic as well. Pick that up. Shadow Shaman. I just give the telescope to the Elder Titan. I like it. Shadow Shaman with Timeless Relic is ridiculous. Like, you're just stunned for 15 seconds. Like, you get hexed, you get shackled, you get hexed again. That's off cooldown. You just can't do anything. However, he does not have a BKB, so he is still vulnerable. Can't get stunned, can't get
Oh,
silenced.
double damage. Oh dear.
Yes, no bottle though. So they're 45 seconds. Roshan up in 10,
Potentially.
potentially.
Could be a 1 second respawn.
He's lucky. Oh, we are. Here it is.
Radiant's
One-
bottom tower is
That's
under
terrible,
attack.
though.
Yeah, 1 minute 30. DD will not be there.
True. But they haven't needed that. At least in the last one, they didn't need it.
Yeah. And now Nullify picks on TA. They can blow up SF or Razor real fast. They have no way to save them.
Somnus wants this Daedalus too.
The damage items are coming for Elephant. They just need 1 or 2 more. Both for TA, and they have the tools to fight.
Yeah, but now Ori, he's at level 25, so he's got that 30% cooldown rotation. To help with the Satanic 24.5-second cooldown. Might be able to set off twice in a fight.
With help with the BKB, even with Enchanted Quiver, now sitting at
Radiant's
3.5 seconds
courier has
cooldown
been
rather than
killed.
5.
Nope.
I'm so scared of the Shadow Shaman. If he knocks anyone down, they're done.
Yeah.
They're not getting it.
He's got the extra cast range. He's got the extra shackle duration.
So how long is there now? 7 seconds on tap, 3.5 on tech, plus 55%. I don't want to do the math. It's a lot of seconds. 10.5 plus 25. Let's just say 13 and a half.
Yeah, sure. You know, math isn't my strong suit.
13 to 13 and a half.
Seasons.
Let's leave it at that. And Hex cooldown is 13.
Allies
So,
disappear.
extract. Let's go.
With Aether weapons.
Mars is a little bit exposed here.
Yeah, they're going to go in for this whole 11 now. Yule's up into the air, but these are early BKBs from Elephant, so it's not going to hurt them later in the fight. They get the control 11. They're going to over the air. Splitter comes in and hits on a 4. He's zeroed from there. They get the control here. He's forced to buy back. Samus goes so quickly after. These BKBs are early. They're low duration, and they just are not enough. Elephant, they are falling apart as they lose Red Panda, and it looks like they might lose some more.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman have Blink shortly, but they're just going to go back. Maybe just do Roshan if they want to be really safe. Otherwise, they might want to force the TA buyback. Once they realize she doesn't have buyback, probably just go for the. You can just see, if
Really
you commit your
stick to it.
BKBs to kill a Mars, there's no way you can win a fight. Shadow Shaman is there, Ellen Titan is in the back.
And that was the perfect place for them to fight. They'll call GG before the fight even happens. And Vici will take team number 1. So they do a good job. Almost falls away from second in the game, but overall, really well.
Draft so much. Yeah, like that. Better catch, better team fight, better late game. There's just really nothing that Elephant is better at.
Yeah.
At least with this draft. And yeah, really good job to Vici. You know, proving again they're actually a lot better than people originally thought.
Yeah, for sure.
Elephant, they're working the draft.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Vici Gaming's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Vici Gaming's turn to ban. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds. Vici Gaming's turn to pick.
Mars!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Shadow Shaman.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Vici Gaming's turn to pick.
Treant Protector.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back. Vici Gaming's turn to ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Vici Gaming's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Vici Gaming's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Vici Gaming's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Points away.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Vici Gaming's turn to pick.
Grimstroke.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Wraith King.
Radiant team ban.
Weaver.
Vici Gaming's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Vici Gaming's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Vici Gaming's turn to pick.
Invoker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Dragon Knight.
You may now select your heroes. Prepare for battle.
I'm gonna go Alpha. That's all I got. You make me go first. I didn't have enough time to really think of anything else.
I like Vici simply because Elephant has a history of not being able to close out games, and I think this Wraith King and late game is just gonna.
Okay. Thank you very much. Nomad coming into game number 2. Elephant a lot on the line here for them, and well, really the same for Vici if they were probably
They're guaranteed
top
top
30
4 at
seconds
least.
to battle.
Of course, you know, it's always good to know that you are going to the danger. Of course, know where you're going to end be.
Maybe
Just
be top 3 with 5-1, right?
I don't think any other team can read 5 anymore.
Yeah.
3 is still the wild card, so same thing really. The only reason why I for Vici is because I think Elephant, this Invoker pick was really strong. They might be getting
The
the first.
battle begins.
They can get because they fast now, old 11, trying to use that swashbuckler to get some distance, taking a lot of damage, but they won't be able to kill off this Pangolier. Early a 5 shield from DY, everybody's safe. Batman right now for
Yeah, if it's down. But now he's stuck with Inks. One is not something you want on the lane. Stuff, but of course, Mars can do it himself, so it should be fine.
Yeah, you want to make sure now you're picking up enough experience to get that to that level 2 quickly on your Grim Stroke, right? Because you want that Stroke of Fate.
Definitely. Like, if this game goes late game, Vici will crush them. I don't really see any chances for this Weaver and Walker draft in late
It's all
game.
the same to me.
Do have a very scary and strong time. Yeah, as I said, Elephant for me, at least, they thrive in late game. Usually
Dire's courier has been
PYW's
killed.
courier.
or killed, huh?
Yeah.
One hit by the Treant and it's gone.
He didn't recognize that he was going after the tree, and it came across his Eurus, just had complete vision on it. Trees are gone.
Play a good old wood chopper.
This one's not going to do too much.
Yeah, as well as it useless spell on lane like this. I need your level 2 relatively quickly. This DK Walker lane is not terrible for DK at all. Like, you don't really care about who's right click ever. Level 2 and drag. And it's always going to be full health pretty much. And then it will just come down to rotations.
So far, Samna is going class wax to start. And we'll see how he kind of progresses with this Invoker. What are you looking for if you're the Invoker in the mid part of this game? What are you trying to like get out of it?
You don't have max swags because the reason why they picked this Invoker is EMP. It's super disruptive.
Right.
For both the Dragon Knight, Wraith King, and Penguin, pretty much everybody really. They're also mana dependent. One good EAP can really just win your team fight. He's probably going to go into a fast. The Vessel absolutely destroys Dragon Knight. But then again, they do have an advantage.
Right now he's going into the Falcon Blade.
Never seen that on Volker. Would be nice to see that as well.
We'll see how that kind of shows. It's not really that standard, and we see all too much. So a little bit of back and forth. You've got the Invoker 10 and 2. EK 12-5, they've found DY. Not a lot of mana left on FY, and Yang trying to chase. They just don't have the damage to do so. And FY will even further back, forcing him all the way back to base.
Yep.
Pretty much where it was going, regardless. There's Matt Lane, it's a 1v1. And you've got Yang, who's just trying to keep up with Erica.
Wraith King is getting pressured quite a bit, but he's not free farming. But like, late game this year is really the one that will take over this game. Stunning the Mars here and the Skeleton. They're gonna put some damage in, but they won't be able to kill him, of course.
Yeah, it's stunning into the Skeletons almost simultaneously. That was pretty interesting.
Looking at the lanes, they're all very even so far.
It's not what we saw in the last game where Erica was just getting a free time as the user.
Yep. But also Ori doesn't have a matchup that can really dominate, and it's really just both kind of just free farming here. They're both going to Falcon Blade.
That item's gaining a lot of authority.
It's a good item. Gives you health, mana regen, attack damage.
It comes out for old open on Red Panda.
I did not expect that to happen. Usually Weaver's in lane
Should be pretty safe.
Yeah. It's an amazing lane that should win you the lane. Of course, Weaver is still farming very well. This Pangolier, though, he's a guy that wills the pace for the deity. He's having a really good time.
He can make things a little bit difficult for Eurus as the game moves.
Not only Euros, all of them really. Like, you don't care about the arena, you can just roll in and out of it as you please. Volker is pretty scared of his ult. Like, this Pangolier, if he has a good game, he can really break wide
He
open.
thinks you wanted that.
DK is going to be reaching level 6 in just 1.5 waves. And I'm expecting some pressure to come out to the tower here. Potentially some rotations as well. Now Falcon Blade up by DK already.
And
It's going to be extremely tanky.
is sitting pretty low. No mana there for the Dragon Tail at the moment.
6 after the creep, potentially.
That'll do the Dragon for him.
Yeah, want to pop it straight away to Harris the tower. Damage. UIW is here. There are 3 heroes here right now. Dragon Tail.
And comes in under the tower. It's going to be a little bit difficult. They're trying to get the kill with the tree and sort of fate tornado, but it still goes down.
Last hit.
King's 12.
Advice to be careful.
It's on to PYW, FY out of deep. They've still got 2 heroes that can dive into the tower with the creeps here. And FY playing with fire.
DY actually ran into that ink scroll and got exploded by it. It's like caught at 11. Not have been a kill for the Grimstroke group. Doing both with the rune. And it's going to be an illusion rune. Which is an amazing rune for Shadow Shaman. So I was going to pick it up, but Shadow Shaman picked up the bottle from the Pangolier.
Yeah.
To refill it.
So now he's in Vici, but an illusion rune.
Should not be able to result at me. No level 6. I say that though.
Got the reincarnation pops, and Yang's still trying to run. Stroke of Fate slowing him down. Yang though with the
Euros
spear.
died.
So he's going to stay safe, and Euros does end up dying over bottom.
I did not think they had the damage and lockdown to kill him. But he's to push it in very aggressively, not expecting at all that Shadow Shaman could be invis there.
Yeah.
Which is strange because they saw him run bottom with the invis rune still bottle. Oh well.
So far, so good for Vici.
Pretty well.
I'll say that losing that reincarnation makes Erica a little vulnerable. Maybe they can follow that up with a second kill.
Yeah, especially Mars going to be able to pick soon and just 2 creep waves. He might step back to the jungle here on Rave King. I'm struggling quite a bit. CS behind. He picked up his Falcon, but it doesn't really seem very impactful. No earn to set up some cold snap kills. On the struggle quite a bit here in game 2 as well.
Now it's a little bit of a boost thanks to that Royal Jelly, but
Keep popping ult again.
and pushing in mid.
The tower taking a lot of chip damage. Shaman is here. Look at the sentry that Dire put. Just complete mid control. They don't want Radiant to have any sort of vision here. So someone has to be very scared of these rotations. This is really what you want to do. When you have a Dragon Knight, you just want to pressure the mid and roll the middle all the time. Just to make the enemy mid super uncomfortable.
He's well popped on top of the Abaddon, and there's no here they'll get the kill. Arcane Rune bottom, so they'll pick that up and maybe go for kill on Garrus once again.
This time they have roll. So if he gets hexed out of position and shackled, his roll can really block damage.
At least he's 6. He's got time ups. Maybe he can survive, but it's still been quite tough for him. I've liked that every time Elder Dragon form has been bought by Ori. PYW is there to be the support and potentially get a kill.
Oh, Red Panda comes in to the wards. Good, because as I said, his DK is about the mid control. Invest on DK though. Just sitting at a casual 22 health region, why not?
Wow.
Always nice to have that. Even it's in. But it's level 3 Dragon Blood only as well.
So it's gonna get better.
It is gonna get better. Raging, going into the jungle.
There's 3,000.
Yeah, it's very popular in China actually. More so than any other region, I believe.
Yeah. We see like Lanham pick up probably quite a lot. Well, called again, pulled off again. And DK makes the rotation for the stop, but he's immediately hit with the Phantom's Embrace.
It's not Dragon anyway, so gives a lot of breathing room to Dwarf, who has been struggling as we said.
It's an interesting rotation to come top without Elder Dragon form, at least immediately on that.
Dire's middle tower
Be a
is
bro
under
and
attack.
help and support. And just make his way back middle. Right back into Blink Digger first.
You know, he with the arena down, they have the spear, they landed it on the DK, and they got killed even with 24 regen. He's
Masterpiece.
oh, so did you get the kill?
1600 health, 23 HP region.
Scanning.
Who cares?
Precious
A lot of damage hit. Grimstroke is so damn strong as a support. Crazy.
QIW's courier dive. That's pretty
Dire's
significant.
middle tower is under attack.
No shaman around.
I was holding his arcane boots. It's not going to be a long time for it to respawn, but it definitely slows down the arcane boots for PYW, which feels really bad.
They're 2k ahead here on Elephant, and it's all the support one. Actually crazy how farm the support down inside compared to Dire.
Now look at Abbott, just hitting 1,000 more.
It's at 2.5, Grimstroke at 2.9. 6 into Shaman wards.
Can they get this? They've got the Invoker Troubles, Odds Rebuke, now looking like they're getting any. 4 heroes come over.
They're really
11
tower here.
really jumping in. And just a bundle of heroes here for Vici.
The jungle, 3 all matter for
Not enough man at the moment. Has a hard 7 seconds. If he can get it off, Rolling Thunder coming in. May not be able to get it. Yeah, he finds the Trouble as well down in there. It looks like they might be able to get the 2 gang. They've used it over for nothing. Some people back in. Eurosuit's here.
Bottom tower is
Swashbuckle
under attack.
hits onto Eurosuit using that Shikuchi and trying to be doing the got the on the he's trying to run 20 charges on that and then AK. He comes down, they've used the top laps, Euro's forward to the left, really low, pops his own one, Swashbuckles away, right, Panda throws down the nature grasp, is it enough slow? It might be, but now he's at the tower. Needs to be a little bit careful, but they're continuing forward looking for Ori. Samus helping out as he's got 2 heroes to get him back, but Ori's not dying. Uranus is, and he falls to the Ether Shock, the right clip coming in from Ori.
Good TP there, but it's better than just in this time. Dragon Knight. Some to be a little bit careful here. It was too over eager. You did not need to dive the Dragon Knight there.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Kind of selfish, but not losing either. They lost almost without goal advantage with that fan.
Wow. Yeah. A lot just going around that overgrowth didn't feel like it did anything.
I think that Grimstroke died too early. Like, he did so much damage in these fights. He could not get an ink swell off. He could not get his stroke fade off at all.
Dire's structure
This
is
Why
offline.
should Magic Stick?
What do you world? At what level is going to go Solva in here for FY? It been a Prince Master. They will have the locked up against Slow. They'll lose his reincarnation again. They do it again here in the arena. God Dude, Spearlands, and Erica's dead twice. They would lose Red Panda off at middle lane as they're still using these triple wards to try and get the tower.
Radiant's middle
But
tower has
yeah,
fallen.
Erica, to stop
Erica,
that.
huge mistake there, getting caught out like that. Slowed his Radiant's timing down by quite a bit. 800 away from the relic. At least the team manages to trade for the mid tower, which when you're against a Korean, doing chip damage is not really viable at all because he's going to get back up
Radiant
the ball.
are scanning.
But you need to hard commit. They committed Dragon as well as the Shaman ward. Then they smoke up for wards only. There was a ward smoke popular amongst the plus 5 players.
Maelstrom almost finished for Eurus, who really needs to recover. Uh-oh. But again, they got the sentry down. PYW ready to just lock down Eber,
Dire's middle tower is under
but
attack.
he's able to use that time lapse and
Dragon Knight has Blink Dagger though. If he gets stuck one more time,
another
X.
century.
Blinks.
They don't have vision of him anymore.
Oh, that was so close. He was almost in range with the Dragon Knight there.
It's a bit of gold spent trying to get that kill. Entries. Yeah, over. He's got the dagger. He has reached up in 8.
Overgrowth as well?
Overgrowth. And they're not going. Interesting move. They don't have this. Now there's the Blink Dragon Tail. Inswell on cooldown. Red Panda looking like he's just dead.
All that early accumulated gold now back to even completely.
Dire's top
Ape
tower
King?
is under attack.
Rid away from the relic. The Radiance timing. It's really gonna be a big problem for Radiant. That's a Radiant timing? Radiant.
Close enough.
Dire's
Same thing,
top
pretty much,
tower
yeah.
is under attack.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's
Booker is
smoked up.
going Falcon Blade, Witch Blade.
Yeah, I really don't like this itemization here. I will talk about the later. Dragon Knight, he's smoked up. They have his stun. His stun is
Dire's top
pretty much
tower.
die.
Yeah, Blink Dragon Tail with fire. He tried to get away. He did take the tower out to Ghost Walk. He didn't get himself some space. They throw down the Yang is completely dispatched. Stroke of 8 hits on old 11 as well as PYW with the Mist Coil coming in to keep PYW healthy. Dragon Tail on
Radiant's
Urine.
bottom tower is under attack.
Does have that time lapse.
They have some serious revelation problems here on Dire. Weaver might have been in trouble, and the Walker would have been dead if they just had one dust or a safety ward down. But as it stands, it's still a lot of special Wraith King. They actually got a kill, but did lose the tower in the trade. Coming back to the Walker itemization is very squishy. I don't like it at all, because if gone him, he'll just die. Many weak item, I would call them.
Right.
Like for me, I would put either Falcon Blade or Witch Knight. Going both, too much. And we'll see if it backfires or not, but he's really weak. You know? He's 1700 health. It's nothing.
You saw how quickly just like one Dragon Tail refire a couple right clicks. It's almost dead at that point.
And the sentry down there, he is dead. And it's only gonna get worse once his Wraith King picks up his Radiance. They're just gonna go away. And that's really when they're at the strongest. They've already been winning fights without the Wraith King.
Ooh, what's the purpose of this build right now coming out from the Invoker?
It deals damage, but I don't think damage is what you're really looking. It's more control. Like you're just trying to mana both enemy heroes and this draft. Grimstroke, Mars, as well as Weaver are the ones that are really supposed to put up the damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
See if it pays off or not.
All he can do with this and overgrowth defensively again.
Yeah, it's a longer cooldown than the roll though. So he's hit for Vici. And Radiance is flying out now for the Wraith King. See if he wants to fire right away or if he wants to be a bit more conservative. Maybe a shot first. Yeah, all smoking bottom. No, not smoking, rather running bottom. He should not be getting caught out again. Summons his spells to push out the lane.
FY. Interesting coming out. Aether ends now X. So he wants that ult to be able to use that Dark Portrait.
On Wraith King is not bad. His Radiance and that crit is really gonna decimate that Shadow Shaman. He's gonna bleed if he gets it. But still, of course, good 4,000 gold away from it.
Yeah, so he really needs to find some farm priority, find some open space, otherwise he's just incoming.
Yang is so farmed on that. Actually, so was Mars. It's really just softness here. It's struggling quite a bit. He's going into Boots of Travels next. Like he's in full glass cannon. It's actually insane. If he gets away with it, it could potentially work. But I don't see him getting away with this.
Be committed to that. Still a little bit of gold away to get that. Trying to push out bottom, do what he can, get his way back.
Radiant's
Into
top
that.
tower
Compared
is
to the
under
DK,
attack.
he's 2k behind.
DK did not go into BKB, going into St. Joshua. I feel like BKB is a must-have. So we'll see if back to it or not. Not a big fan of this St. Joshua item build here. Once you have BKB, you just move in and you're invulnerable. Shaman.
Sneak attack.
Then already picked up going to take.
Speaking of BKB, he's Eurus. He's about 1,100 gold away from his. Smoke up from Vici. They're going to head towards maybe through mid, but nobody's here.
There's 20 stick charges ready to go on Wraith King. He's probably just going to keep it for that EMP that's eventually going to fall down on him. Well, they did see that they put down a ward, so they should not be getting caught off guard here. They're essentially bought in a very good spot.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under
And the odds, they'll go to the other joining for
Radiant
forward, go for the tier 5. Glyph. Serpent Worms are heading into this. And we've talked about how you need commission. If you're going up against Green Arena as well as the Spear, now it's TP into the from Red Pan. Hit by Dragon Tail, Great Fireball, one right. It comes in and it's stopped.
Yeah, to be really careful. Compared to the Shadow Shaman wards, it's very risky.
Yeah, they're backing off this fight a little bit and they just leave the tower to die. It was like a half commitment into an almost reluctant.
I spoke about this before. Like this Radiance, this Wraith King makes it so hard to fight into, especially without BKBs. There's mid chance, overtime damage. Shadow Shaman wards, a battle saving left and right. Just too much to deal with right now. And they're going to BKB eventually. I do hope it's going for BKB as well. With these travels. I don't think the travel will contribute anything. The later the game goes, the more I'm favoring Vici. So LBZS will need to get something done once the BKB on his Weaver is online.
It's
Illusion also picked up this Wraith King. Perfect group. Just have to push out all lanes for free.
Get some gold, push out these lanes.
You have Illusion, right?
Otherwise, you're pushing here. All your lanes push, like you said.
You already have Sage on Wraith King now. Supposed to blink there next. And he's slowly but surely pulling away from the pack.
Yeah, Eurus isn't exactly farming out of control, and he's going into the shard next.
Eurus still very farmed out. Go into the shard again. Maybe just rip out the shard. Dragon on top.
We're gonna go with 2 feet. They'll try to get the damage out, but it just is not nearly enough.
This Nether Shell is one of the best items in that reduces your armor by 3. You have abundance of armor anyways, and you get 25% magic resistance. Playing against Nether Shell.
Yeah. 43% magic resist, 50% physical resistance.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
No, KB, he did it for Yasha, which means their front line is not as unbreakable as it seems. He is still vulnerable. He can get Ice Ball.
Dire are scanning.
And to be a lot of damage coming out from the Walker. Did come for the travels.
Creeps hit there by a
Radiant are scanning.
Really wants that tags, and he's got point boosting. That could be the difference in the high ground siege, maybe.
It can be. Like, if you get a Dark Portrait on both Knight and Wraith King, the fight is won. These 2 portraits are so strong. Weaver, very carefully. If we get X first, then I'm going to say.
It's the old one, but he's away. They got the silence to come there. And they don't hit on BK. Got yours with the BKB. Yang are dead. Meteor down. Soul confused. That's going to connect up with the DK. Ball. Very enough. They look over. They found themselves Saunders. Got the deafening blast. They Sunny Yang as well as Erica. Or old 11 in Erica. Erica blinked forward on that.
No BKB.
Okay, so but
You're down.
Yeah. Destroyed.
This is what I'm talking about. If you think he's very strong, blinks, it gets blown up. If you had a BKB there, nobody would have died. Yeah. And then he's also going BKB after that, probably also recognizing, like, I was just a little bit cocky. A little bit.
They're up 5k. It was a 2k. Their supports were very farmed, but we see like PYW make his way back. He's got a lot of farms going into these. Or at the going into Blade Dagger. You really are hoping FY can make some good progress on this deck.
He has this blink. Everyone has to be so scared. Well, Shadow Shaman with blink Ether is so damn scary. And the Weaver is itemizing into a link and 0 me. Oh, Yang.
Yeah.
careful here.
Hold the left. He's got that blink, the rolling thunder. That's always going to disrupt these fights, and it's going to be difficult for Elephant to want to commit on this. You see the Inkswell was out onto the Weaver, but he stopped short. He doesn't want to go 3-5. It's just asking time.
And we itemizing into Lincoln is gonna resolve, I think, a lot of damage problems. They can barely kill the Wraith King once or DK. Now they're gonna have to work against them ages. The items is rolling Dire's side to
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's got up and down right now. Would you have maybe you wanted to like a blink dagger? If you blink in, get an overgrowth start very quickly in these fights. Would you think that that might be a little bit more to help the team get plant overgrowth? Maybe cause the fight to be a little bit disrupted. Or is that just too much gold, not enough results? Really?
I like this actually, kind of to just pick up for some damage to your leg as well. So like some of the heroes, like in this game, focus jump into the controls the team fights.
Yeah.
So like Trian can afford to just like walk in quite late and overgrow both BKBs. We have strong Inkswell, Master Arena, that's the way to set it for you. So quite like I can build also consider some potential later on to the game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's levels. Yeah. He's got 1,000 gold. Still needs 2,000 more.
Golden
this game.
They have to hold up long enough for him to be able to pick it up, and it's
something extra.
You're not getting a lot of farm on a good show.
I just realized he has a 400 health talent on DK. Why? At level 15. That's crazy. You just get 400 health for free. Oh, okay. Why not?
Number 25 down.
Obvious. What? Best. 25 down. No, but no, this 400 health is amazing. Like, how much free health just get. For some heroes, there's a level 20.
Yeah.
One. He walked there. Let's say that I need another sunscreen. Because the go ward.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, Eurus. She's in, trying to leave. But he's here. Gotta remember, he's the blue tire.
Right, King is very aggressively pushed on mid lane. Level 3 being connection online now. Shard also online.
So EMP doesn't feel near as effective.
And we have this, this game was very late into the pick and into the draft. Pretty much last pick for them.
Yeah. And he's got bots BK.
I don't know what his item is. Fuck blade, witch blade. Would travel to BKB like all over the place really. Kind of feel like he's very decisive. He doesn't know what he wants to commit for.
Is under attack.
Which a lot of people have the same problem when it comes to poker. You know, you're spoiled for choice. You just want to get everything, but sometimes it's a little bit too much.
Meteor and a stroke of 8 bottom.
Okay. Takes the hit all the way.
Radiant's top tower is under
He's
attack.
getting there. There's hoping to.
Him a little bit of the farm play, you know, as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dragon Knight. Coming away from BKB.
Gonna be a bit of a power slap here for Vici.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So it looks like they just use this Aegis not to really pressure too much, but just BKB. Post BKB, we spoke about it, there's no damage on the right at all. We go very defensively with BKB as well as Lincoln, so there's no damage coming there. There's only damage item is a Maelstrom. It gets, of course, nullified by BKB. Right. It's gonna be a tough battle when his BKBs are home. The damage problem is real.
He's almost got point games. The question is, what does he want to go after that?
You need to go, like, can't afford to go any sort of defensive item at all anymore. Like, go this, go all the damage you can do on the game.
They're coming towards top. They want to go for this. Yeah, and that's why I wanted to be balls.
Position.
Spinning because the parry that's gonna slow down that Ags again, which is a desperation. They got Mars. silence and shadows. So these supports showing him enough where the gang now he's gonna die. BK committed. And I'm fine with that if you're Vici, right? You get a nice intense BK for not much commitment.
Big mistake though by all. He stunned pretty much with a full tackle animations left. I don't think the Marshal got away there. But they can't split out without big or the free out here. He just still out a little longer. 2, 1.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, Things looking for an axe as well.
Roshan, Bone, and Freeman. This is going to be the next target again for Vici. And not under any time at all. Elf also itemized. He's going to be the only on Beaver. Not a big fan. I already said they have no damage through BKB, and he's further up on that magic damage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He gets the BKB on Lincoln's too.
Hate to repeat it, but BKB, you need kite mode.
Yeah, defense.
It's possible to kite them out. No, the lower the BKBs get, higher chances to win, of course. But I think the first couple of BKB fights, they're gonna get back. The only thing that goes through is
so far it's just BKB on the DK.
Oh, actually did not commit for BKB already.
Zone.
Okay, he went back and went AC instead, which
Dire's
capability
middle
for a whole
tower
team
is
as a
under
whole.
attack.
Yeah.
We don't have damage.
I mean, I like that. Like, if you use the spell to burst out once, you get back up again.
Yep.
And you don't have enough physical damage to take on the sword, so that's quite a bit. We have to, if he goes back into BKB after, the Abyssal Blip. And the ball up, Euro has to be a bit careful, has the link and stuff. Gold away from there.
He has to set eggs, and it has to be perfect on that boy.
It's gonna be the speed to the range. But he actually gonna put to the
Shot. That feels good. Oh, you're the ball popping the link in the channel with that. And shoots the damage on 70 seconds. He's got to buy back, and the rest of the team is in trouble. He can afford to buy again.
Buyback on FY available, but he doesn't want to buy back here. Like,
he really
his entire timing. So they might just have to give up one return here. Even no buyback. You see, even with those defensive items, he just gets. That's why I'm a big hater of these two items together.
QIW there at the right time. Okay, do it from such a distance over. He pops the link in, then he's ready to go.
You that Lincoln tree, you know, if the shot at the hex is still very fast.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be
Radiant's middle tower has
here.
fallen.
Solar Crest finished for the trio.
Radiant's middle
Not
tower has
sure if
fallen.
that's going to do enough.
it just comes back to like
Radiant's
what I
middle
said
tower
earlier.
has fallen.
It's a very passive team that really thrives in late game, but this draft is in their favor late game at all. Like they're very defensively farm their items, but just fall further and further behind. You can see it just feels like they're like not playing. You know what I mean? The advantage is rising steadily. We have not seen any aggressive for Mel here at all.
He only had 8 kills, and that was like one on Erica when he was caught out of position.
30 game.
Yep. It hasn't really been much since that kill on Erica in the jungle, right?
Yeah, pretty much the last one. Actually, I do think there was a lot. No, the Dragon Knight triangle was the last one. Yeah.
Right.
Although, we're shutting up. It's going to be the point of contact for both teams. With the Look at Ash.
Thunder with the ban. Oh, they've got so much. Stop rolling for from moving. Just hack deck. And Servermore is committed onto this. Scene. And then just one of damage to kill off 11, who's back to rolling around in its fight. He gets away, but he bashed up once again. Trying to run. Maybe looking out of duration. They've got the disarm onto the DK, but still, Yang hit with the Closed Fire. A couple more right clicks coming from Canada. They'll get the kill on the Mars to fight back. And Smith is just with no buyout himself. So is right hand. This game is looking like the end of the game now, as they have just elephant.
It's a very tough GG call, but they also recognize the fact that their lineup is not programmed to play until late game. They were supposed to win it in the mid game, not managed to do so. VG out them off.
That is probably the most impressive victory for VG up to this point. I thought that was going to be a much closer series.
Yeah, and I now believe that 3 teams, like the top three, are confirmed. I don't think any of them get 5.